What is up, MTV? Welcome to my Miami-based crib. So you guys just came through here, which is an elevator that opens directly to my apartment. Only I have access to it, which is really, really cool. And it opens up to this really big space here, which is a lobby. I wasn't quite sure what to fill it with, so I decided to put my shoe racks out here, which is nice. It's just like a little mud room. I'm gonna put probably a little bench out here and make it more like a little waiting area. And then this door locks and it leads into my actual apartment. Let me show you guys around my 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom Miami condo. And by the way, this is gonna be a somewhat empty apartment tour because all my furniture is not here yet. So you're gonna have to bear with me. We're going for the minimalistic approach. I do have about 80% of my furniture here. I'm missing some key things like some art up on the walls, some big carpets, a couple little things like that. But for the most part, it's home and it's nearly furnished. So I actually moved to Miami just under 2 months ago. It has been a crazy couple of months. That's why everything is not completely done yet. It was a big move. So I actually moved from New York, but if you couldn't tell by my accent, I'm actually Australian. But I love Miami. It reminds me a lot of home. The humidity is crazy. Being back by the beach is just the best. There's something about being by the water that just is good for your soul. So I actually stayed in a hotel for 2 weeks when I first got to Miami because I couldn't figure out which type of area I wanted to live in. I didn't know the city very well and I really wanted to make the right decisions. So I went and looked at over 15 different places, different styles, different areas, and this one just felt right. I walked in and it just felt peaceful. It was so open and just bright and it just had a good energy, a really good vibe, great amenities, and I was like, this is the one. And we put an offer. And here I am, this is home now. So let's get into the tour, starting with one of my favorite rooms in the house, which is the kitchen. And I've said it before, the kitchen is the heart of the home. It's kind of where you bring people together, and I love cooking. There's just something about it that is just so therapeutic and I really enjoy it. And I keep my kitchen very clean. My makeup and my closet, not as much, but my kitchen is always immaculate. I have an air fryer under here, which I use all the time. The thing I really loved about this kitchen, it has this really beautiful hidden cabinetry, and it's just very aesthetic. And also it has this extra working space over here because, as you guys know, I actually work from home, so I spend a lot of time here. So having a space where I can work as well as cook was really, really important to me. We have these really beautiful stainless steel Bosch appliances. The thing that I really liked about this kitchen was that it had a hidden little cooktop here. So when you're cooking, it ventilates the space, but it just keeps it a little more airy and aesthetic and open. I love this kitchen because one, it's so big, but two, it's so light and airy and just feels fresh. You walk out in the morning. And in my New York apartment, we actually have really dark cabinetry, but the thing that I love about this is it has really beautiful light granite, which is very luxe, and I think it's very pretty. And it has these underlights under here that you can just turn on and off. And as you guys know, being in New York has very small apartments, right? It's a very metropolitan area, it's very crowded, so there's just not as much storage. So having tons of storage in this apartment has been a total dream, and I've really missed it. I didn't realize how much I missed having extra space, especially in the kitchen. I'm gonna try to keep organized, but who knows what it'll be like when I end up furnishing the rest of it. And welcome to my living room. So it is a little bare right now. So I do have a huge area rug coming from Anthropology, a big 8x10 beautiful rug, but it's not here yet. So for now we have a cute little mini rug. It was a little bit of an awkward space because of the angles. You can see they're not quite straight. So it was a little tricky. I spent hours and hours and hours trying to find this couch, and I think I made the right decision. It's really comfy, it's a sectional. Moving out here, we have a beautiful big balcony. Now, because I work from home, having a view was really important to me. I don't have a water view from here, I have a city view, and it just seems to go on for miles and miles and miles. You can see to the horizon. And we actually just had July 4th the other day, Independence Day in America, and seeing the fireworks from here was just totally surreal. And sometimes I'll just lay in bed and look out and I see it and I just feel so lucky to just be here. And I'm pinching myself and I'm like, how did this little Aussie end up here in Miami? And if you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, you may have seen those treadmill videos that I've been filming. I actually filmed them right out here, and I use the mirror doors reflection to kind of be the background so you can see 3 of me instead of just the one. And that's the famous little treadmill out there. And this is the beginning of something. I'm actually gonna put a huge artwork up here. I'm gonna go get a big canvas from Michael's and I'm gonna paint it something big and abstract. If you didn't notice, I have tons of little paintings up around the house. I don't consider myself an artist. I consider myself very much a rookie and amateur, but I have fun. It's one of my hobbies. So for example, like this painting, and then the ones in the kitchen I did. And I mean, they're not for sale yet, but definitely taking offers. I mean, I do love how this space is coming along, but to be honest, I think it's gonna look a lot better when I bring some vibrance to it, some color, some life. So putting up some big artworks here and here in an abstract style, I think will make a big difference. But let me show you guys the bedroom. All right, and welcome to bedroom number 1. So this is the master bedroom. This is where I sleep. And the reason that I chose this apartment, again, in addition to all of the natural light, was the really nice high ceilings. I just like how big and airy it feels. I like that the bedroom had a door that opens straight onto the balcony, so you can open it up. But to be fair, it's way too hot in Miami right now. I have it shut with the aircon on all the time because it is just, guys, it's... So I have a king bed, and I didn't mention it before, but I actually am not going to put a TV in the living room. I'm not a big TV person, but if I do watch TV, I'm probably gonna watch it from bed when I'm going to sleep. And it's just here, and out there I'll obviously put artwork or something. Moving around, this is my drawers that I keep for my exercise gear and my bikinis. Over here we have my jewelry, some of it, more jewelry, another little olive tree which I thought was super cute. And behind you guys in the corner over here, I do have a guitar, so I decided to take up guitar again. Growing up, I actually used to play guitar my whole of high school, so I thought, you know what, now that I'm in Miami, let's like restart these hobbies, let's get back into it. Another thing I love about this space is that I have 2 closets in the bedroom, and they're huge. Big enough to keep 20 kids. Okay, that sounded really creepy and it didn't mean to come out that weird, but let me show you what I mean and why I have 20 kids in my closet. So this is closet number 1, and basically this is where I keep my every single day outfits. This is the pieces that I style and wear the most. So it's just organized basically by color code. And these are kind of, I mean, just my everyday pieces. And I want to introduce you guys to the 20 kids in my closet. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I talk about Compassion International, which is a charity that supports children in poverty. And these are my 20 kids in Indonesia that I sponsor every single month. And I keep them in here because every single time I'm getting dressed, I'm just thinking about them and praying for them. And yeah, if you guys want to get involved in Compassion International and sponsor your own child to keep in your own closet, I would definitely recommend it. It's I think $43 a month, and basically it goes to supporting children in poverty and need, teaching them about Jesus, giving them medical supplies and school supplies, and it's super, super cool. So I'm gonna put it in the description below. That one is for my kids. This one's for my emotional baggage, aka my actual bags. This is basically where I keep my accessories and my go-to bags, my hats. I'm a big hat girl, and I like just to keep it as organized as I can. And a mirror just to, you know, check out the looks, you know, make sure it works. And let me show you guys the bathroom. Now the bathroom, I absolutely love. I kind of feel like it's a hotel bathroom. It just feels very luxe. It was one of the rooms that really made me say yes to this place. I love also the marble. I love that I had a bath. Since I moved here, I've turned into a bath girl. I have a bath at least 2 to 3 times a week now, and it's actually really, really relaxing. Has beautiful ambient lighting in here, which is really nice for makeup, because that was one thing that I've noticed is a lot of bathrooms that don't have the lighting behind them. It looks beautiful. You do your makeup and then you walk out in the real light, in the real world, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's not blended at all, but it looked so good at home. And that is one problem I haven't had since I moved here. And again, it's got the his and her sinks and tons of storage, which, to be honest with you, I've filled up. And out here, I do have my go-to skincare. This is the skincare that I use the most every single day. The shower had a double shower head. Now, growing up, I had a bucket list. And on my bucket list, there wasn't a ton of things. I would say there's like 20 things that were like very achievable. And having a house with a double shower head was always on that list, and this is the first time that I've ever done it, and it feels so good. I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but it was one of my tick list goals, and yeah, I'm very happy with the shower. I also ended up replacing the shower head, so this is actually from Jolie. So one thing about Florida is the humidity is crazy, but the water quality here is just not as good. It's just not. And when I was washing my hair, I was finding that it was going really, really dry and also more yellow. And I was like, okay, what's going on? Looked it up, found out about the water quality, ended up buying this, which is a shower head that apparently purifies the water. It filters out the chlorine before you even wash your hair. So it's meant to be a lot better for your hair and your skin. So we'll keep you posted. I've used it once. Then we have a separate toilet in here. By the way guys, this is my grandma. So if you didn't know, my name is Robbi, named after my grandma Roberta. And this was her when she got married. And I keep this little card right here. And I just think she's the most beautiful person and I want to be like her when I grow up. So every time I look at it, I think about her and I pray for her and I'm like, I want to be her when I grow up. Moving back through, let me show you guys the rest of the house. So in here, I do not have any more kids. I have a washer and a dryer. So this was something that was really important to me, is having an in-unit washer and dryer. As you guys know, that is not something that is common in New York. So moving to Miami, I was like, that is a non-negotiable. And these are really nice ones. They're from Electrolux, which I hadn't heard of, but I've actually really liked them. They've done a great job so far. Also has some really good overhead storage here, which is great for just sheets and towels, keeping organized. In here we got a second bedroom, so if any of y'all want to come stay, you got a place to come crash, I have an air mattress for you that I will blow up and put right here. In the meantime, it is pretty empty, and that's just how I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use this obviously for my work because I work from home. I want to have that extra space. So right here I have a rack with some of the outfits that I want to shoot and style, and then I have another huge closet. This is the biggest closet in the house, and this is where I keep all my really dressy dresses, my more fancy pieces that I'm not wearing as often. And then over here we do have a guest bathroom as well. Having a second bathroom was really important to me because I wanted people to have privacy if they came over, and obviously it's great for guests as well. So having this little space has been really, really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this semi-furnished, mostly empty apartment tour. Come back for a part 2 when it's all done. I'm gonna spice it up a little, add some life, add some color. And if you're not part of the Jam Fam, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join. I'm gonna be posting way more Miami content and sharing more about what's going on in my life and my world. And if you have any suggestions for anything to decorate the apartment, comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you have any Miami recs, let me know, because I'm brand new to the city and I'm excited to explore it. But in the meantime, I love you guys. Have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you very soon.